Welcome, folks from Useful Change. Thanks for coming out. I've invited you here just to take an opportunity to experience Featureban, which was created by Mike Burrows, as we all know, the founder and creator of Featureban. Mike is a partner with Dimitri and Kanban Zone, and he's worked very hard to put this into Kanban Zone. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to learn not only Kanban Zone as a tool, but learn how Featureban works within that so that we can potentially use this for our Kanban training or for our teams and students that we work with over the things. So I'm going to turn it over to Dimitri, the expert whiz of Kanban Zone and friend extraordinaire.
All right, Stu. Well, guys, this is going to be fun. Just be kind to me. It's the first time I run it. I've done it twice with Mike and Alan, and I was just a student like you guys, and I enjoyed it. So today I'm switching to facilitator, so I'll try to do my best. I'll walk you through the concept. And really, the reason we're doing this with the Useful Change Gang is we want to make sure that you guys see the value and the ease of running it yourself. So you're going to see someone doing it for the first time, and hopefully this will help you when you actually run it for the first time. So when we put this together, we actually pulled out the rules right here. So what we did is we put the rules right here on the top of the README column. And to tell you the truth, this is the entire game, by the way, right? So, and I'll explain it in a second, but the entire game is actually right here in these little sentences. What we've also done is we made it easy to talk about what is Featureban. So there's a whole link to go and learn more about Featureban and a full video of a previously recorded session. Okay, so we provide all the information here. Now, how to play is right here. And again, it's explained. It's in a little bit more details here, but the game is pretty straightforward. We need 3 to 5 people. We got that. We need a board. We got it. Now we're going to have 2 boards, one for round 1 and one for round 2. Okay, so we'll switch boards between the 2 rounds. Everyone needs to be able to flip a coin. So guys, either you are old school with a real coin, and I can't wait to see that, but if you're more electronically savvy, we've shared with you a good little flip coin on Google, which is just type coin on Google and you'll find a flip coin. Ready with these? You're just going to flip coins and based on your results, take action. So let's talk about the way we do it. We're going to run a little bit of a daily stand-up where we're going to have a chance to talk every day, but the days are going to be like minutes, right? And every day we're going to talk amongst each other as if we were running a stand-up. And during these stand-ups, we're going to, talk about how the things are going. But as soon as we're ready to go to work after the stand-up, it's flipping coins. So we flip coin, that ends our day, and we do another stand-up. That's it. It's that simple. The reason we want to mention the stand-ups is because we want throughout the exercise to have a place, just like a normal team, to talk a little bit about how's it going. Okay? You'll do your moves, and we'll just keep repeating. I'll figure out with, based on how we do, maybe we'll just count a certain amount of rounds. I think 10 or 20 rounds will be enough for the first round, and then we'll do the exact same amount in the second round. Now, guys, please pay attention to the rules. They are simple, but I done it twice, and every time I stumbled. So here we go. If you pick a head, right? If you get a head on your coin, you are allowed to start a new card. All that means is that you assign yourself to the card and move it into the first column. Okay, that's starting a card. You assign yourself, move it in the board. If there are cards on the board now and you roll heads, you're allowed to unblock a card. So you'll have to make that decision. Do you want to create a new card or do you want to unblock a card? Of course, if there's no card blocked, then you can't do that. Then be careful. You're also allowed to move one of your cards. Okay, you can't move someone else's card, but you can move one of your cards. Okay, so heads, start a new card, unblock, or move. If none of these options are available, you will always get a rule of last resort. And that means that you're allowed to unblock someone else. Sorry, I forgot to mention, everything is about you. You only do stuff on your cards. But if you're completely stuck, you can unblock someone else, which you'll see comes in very handy. And it's a good thing to help others on the team. Are we good with heads? start, unblock, move. And last resort, help someone else. Tails are not good. Tails, it's not that they're bad, is that usually when you get a tail, is you're going to starting to get blocked. So as soon as you get blocked, you just block the card and that's it. Your turn is over, right? You could also start a new card, right? But you need to do both of them. So this is the key, is that when you block a card, you're allowed to start a new one. That's it. Okay? Rule of last resort is still available if you're stuck. That is the entirety of the game. Any questions or concerns? So, as soon as we start, which is going to be in a minute, right? You're going to use features that are very, well, they were almost built for this simulation, is you could open the card and assign yourself as an owner. We're all here. Or you can also block a card by just typing. You're always going to need to block to type something. Now, I don't care if you type just gibberish, but you need to type a blocking reason. That's a tool thing. We don't let people block things without reasons. But the options are here. But to make your life easier, you don't have to open the card. You can do it straight from here by assigning yourself as an owner and then moving the card. Or you can also, block a card here and quickly type your blocking reason and come back. So you'll have to figure out how to survive this, but the tool should be making your life easier, not more difficult. Okay. Before I get the question about why do we have pink and green, it's just how Mike does it. Mike, I guess, loves fruits and vegetable, and he's very healthy. And so the entire premise is that there's two types of cards, fruits and veggies. It has no bearing on the exercise. It's just for fun. Are we ready?
I think so.
Okay. All right, we've got thumbs up. So I will track our rounds, and that's all I will do. So round number 1 is starting. We just need to have our flippers, and I have mine too. Although I don't need to do anything in this one. You guys flip your coins, and as you flip your coin for the first round, we'll do it together. So flip your coins, and I'm gonna go one by one to see what happened. Okay.
Okay. I flipped the tails.
You flip the tail, so you can block a card and then start a new one. So
There's no cards in play, so I'm just
perfect. Yep.
starting a new one.
So he's moved the first one. Okay. Who's next?
Me, I think I'm next. I got heads.
Perfect.
I'll assign it to myself and move it across to doing.
Beautiful. Who's next?
I got heads, so I'm gonna
Heads.
take the apple.
Okay.
You rebel, Aaron. Take that fruit.
All right.
Parna's just joined.
Are you ready, or Nima?
Yeah, I got ahead. So make me the owner and move it across.
Sounds good. Let's see what you've got.
Unfortunately, I got tails.
So because it's the beginning, right? You can't
Doesn't
really
really
block,
matter.
so you can start a card.
Yeah. Heads or tails, you get the same result the first round.
Yeah.
First round, yes. So
Aparna's just joined, folks. I don't know if you want to just watch Aparna or you want to participate. You should have access to the board.
She's being onboarded by HR. She doesn't even have a laptop yet. She's like, no. Wait for the third round. Wait for the third round before she's even productive.
okay, I like this, Aaron. Arpana, if you take the deal from him, you can observe us while you're in HR doing your onboarding, and then maybe in a couple of rounds join us, right? You'll be an extra help in a couple of rounds. I would love that. Okay, round 1 is
I would
done.
love to help. My hands in a cast, so I would rather not mess you all up. So
Okay, so stay with us and we'll adjust. Okay, guys, great job. Day 1 done. Aaron was white. Round 1 was easy, like the first day was easy. Now let's see what happens in day 2. Let's flip our coins.
I got ahead.
So do your thing. So you can do a bunch of stuff, right? This is a big decision. Okay, he's moving. All right.
I got heads as well, so I'm going to move mine. Chase and Stu.
Perfect. Who's
I got
next?
heads. I got heads, so I'm moving mine.
Lovely. So far, we've got 3 heads.
I think I'm next. So I got a tail. I have to block the card. Block reason. Block. And
Perfect.
then move a new one in.
Yes.
So don't forget to assign yourself, Nima.
Owner is me.
We've got 1 more to go.
All right. Unfortunately, I got tails again. So I'm going to block myself.
Beautiful.
Horrible reason.
I like that one. Okay.
I don't know. This is what happens when you rely on team members.
Well, this is what. Hey, Jerry, you are the manager, right? So you blocked Nima too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're getting into swing of things. It's day 2. Let's see what day 3 brings. Same thing. Let's roll our coins and see what happens.
All right.
You guys ever made pizza together?
Oh,
I
got heads. I've moved my to complete.
Just tell me what you get as a result. Do your thing now. You're very fast, but just tell me how many heads and tails we're getting. So 2 heads so far.
Alright. That's my pizza though. That's my pizza crust. Is it good?
While this is happening, Dimitri, I've noticed with the app the link that I shared in the chat, it'll actually record what you score, what you flip as you go, so you can actually look back towards it.
Oh, wow. Okay, perfect. There's someone with a lot of noise in the background. Okay, perfect. Where are we at, guys? I had 2 heads. What was the rest of it?
I also had heads, so I unblocked the card.
Beautiful. Nima and Aaron?
Aaron, I think you're before me.
Had heads, so I moved my card to complete.
Perfect.
Okay, I got a tail, unfortunately. So I have to block. And do I move that in?
So I think your only option is to block avocado, right?
Right. Okay, let me undo that.
And just so you know, you guys are doing lots of heads, which is the good ones, right? So we're getting good movement. And after 3, we're getting good movement on this board, by the way.
Okay. So blocked
good.
avocado.
Did you bring a new card in?
And I will bring in lychee
There we
and
go.
decide myself.
All right, guys. Let's see what happens on day 4. Let's flip our coins. Just shout out the coin. And by the way, Nima, you don't have to respect the order. Just like on a daily stand-up, you would just go how you want. So don't try to be nice to these guys. If you're faster than them, you're faster than them.
Okay.
I think Forbes, you took potato from me.
I forgot to do it in the last round. I only half did
okay.
it, so.
All right, I'll make
trying to
me
catch up.
the owner of date, and I'm gonna move that in. I got a tails.
Perfect.
I got tails, so I started melon.
So I got a head, so I'm going to assign myself to Clementine.
And the one who had a tail so you blocked and started, right? Remember,
Correct.
it's always 2 steps. Okay, perfect.
Yes. I got blocked.
I got nothing to block though.
Yeah, so you've got nothing to block. Date, you can't block date.
Well, no, date I just moved in.
Yeah. So I think we can block that one.
Aren't you blocking first, then moving in?
Yes. Now I'm hesitating. You know what? We can leave it at that. Guys, there's no problems. We just need to make sure we remember the rules as we make them up.
I would never start work that would automatically be blocked.
Correct. So let's keep it this way.
Okay.
So I've got 3 of you, 2 tails, 1 head. What are the other 2?
Tails blocked.
All right.
Moved
Beautiful.
in.
Beautiful. And who was my last one? Was it Forbes?
It is.
Was it? I'll go that it was ahead. We're at 4 days, right, guys? Let's do one more before we do a serious stand-up, but let's see what the 5th day, our first week, looks like. We're almost done with our first week. So let's go one more day and see what happens. And you notice Stuart started talking to, right? You're allowed to talk to each other, right? There was no rules about talking. And don't forget to tell me heads or tails.
I got a tails. I'm blocking, and I'm going to start fig.
So I got tails. I'm blocking Clementine. I'm going to pull in something new, Mandarin.
I got tails again, 4 in a row. I blocked nectarine and brought in courgette.
I've got tails as well, so I blocked kiwi and I brought in tomato or tomato if you prefer.
Okay, I'm happy because that's why I'm tracking is at the beginning we were having beautiful days and now I don't know what happened. Well, Nima is killing us. I mean, this guy on our team, like he is like just killing us. But you're seeing we're starting to have really some rough day. And I don't know if it's because it's Friday, but Friday right now is really bad. Forb, what was yours? Or was it Aaron that was last? Who was last to tell me heads or tails?
I had heads and I moved melon.
Perfect. At least one guy is working today. So Aaron is carrying the entire team today. And it's Friday. So great job, team. Let's do our second week. I think we're going to do 2 weeks. So we're just going to do 10 days based on what I'm seeing right now. Is everyone clear that we had early wins, right? With zucchini and apple. So we got 2 things done. So it's not bad, but yeah, let's is there any yeah.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir.
On melon, I think Aaron said he owns that, but I don't see an owner. So Aaron, you should check.
I'm
Have you
going to
been
scroll
assigning
down to
yourself?
see.
I see an owner on melon,
Yeah, I don't.
but maybe it's just.
Okay.
Do you see it on the share?
I see it on the share, but not on my screen. So thanks. Okay, got it.
Okay, guys, it's week 2, right? Let's do a little bit more of a how's it going? Anything to talk about your fruits and vegetables? I mean, any strategies around what you're trying to do? Are you going to get me that melon to a done column eventually? Can I get a melon? Can I get something, guys?
Well, we just have to work harder, right? Like you gotta flip the coin properly and make sure you get heads all the time, right,
Correct.
Jerry? You're the boss. You gotta lay
That's
down the
it.
law, my friend.
No, you got it, because I've yelled it at you long enough that I think you figured it out. Just flip that coin better.
Flip it harder. That's it.
Flip it
Can we
harder.
get more? Can we get more funding for heads?
A 2-headed coin, maybe. I'll put it in the budget for next quarter.
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay.
Vegas sells them.
So this is good, guys. So we've got really great words of encouragement. We've got some crazy ideas. And Nima, we are all rooting for you in week 2. Okay. So let's see how everything goes. Let's go for our day 6.
And I flipped the tails again.
I also flip tails. So I don't know if I have anything to block. Yes, I do. Lucky me. Done.
You know, our savior is Aaron. If we can get Aaron to do something today, we might get a win.
I did flip a heads, so there you
Oh,
go.
what's your decision? There we go. Look at that. Woo!
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Dom. Who's left?
I got a head. Yes.
Yay.
So I unblocked broccoli. Does that mean I get to move it forward or just unblock it?
Oh, let me put back the rules. So on a head, you can unblock. That's it. You can unblock, and then you're done.
That's it. Okay.
Yep.
Similar
Let
with
make
me, I
sure.
got ahead, so I unblocked celery.
Yep.
You guys don't seem excited about unblocking celery. Maybe I should have picked something
Seems
else.
seems like mostly water. Seems like mostly water to me, Jerry. Very managerial.
Okay. This is good, guys. It was a pretty good day today. Okay, let's go for day 7. Let's see if we can get some other wins.
Oh, hell.
I got tails again.
All
I
right.
got tails. Now what do I do? Oh, I do have one to block. Forbes has blocked Mandarin. Or is trying to.
I got tails, so I started banana.
Screen's moving around very quickly with everyone's activity, so I'm going to go into detail of you unblocking.
And I got a tails and logged peach.
I think I'm waiting for one last. Is the last one also a tail?
I got ahead, so I advanced tomato because I'm going to need something to throw at these guys to make them work better.
Yeah.
Thank you for having our back. Okay, guys, we got just a few last days left in our iteration. Let's go for day 8.
I don't like this app anymore.
Oh, I do have something to block. Okay. I also
I
got
got
a
heads.
tail.
Oh my gosh! So Stu and Forbes got again?
I got tails again.
Tails again
Okay.
for Forbes.
I got heads, so I advanced banana.
Yes. Ooh, I think Jerry got heads too, right?
I did. I got heads, so you guys better look out because we've now got a tomato.
There we go. There we go. Nima,
I got a
everything's on
head.
you. Oh,
I got a head. So I unblocked avocado.
Beautiful. Guys, 2 more days. Let's bring it home. Day 9. Jerry, any words of wisdom? We're like any pumping up the team? We're good?
Yeah, I expect to see at least 75% heads.
There
That's
we
your
go, guys.
metric, guys. Go for it.
I got ahead.
Stu is in.
Finally. I'm gonna move cucumber.
So I got a head this time. I flipped the head, and I'm going to unblock spinach and testing.
I got a tail. Sorry guys, letting down the team. It's blocked on grapes.
We might hit the 75%, but that means Jerry has to do something too, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, I got tails this time, guys.
Okay.
I got no support, so I blocked cauliflower because I don't like that veggie.
Don't blame
I got
me.
I got
It's
a head, so
smelly.
I got heads, so I finished banana.
Look at that. We can see who's pulling the team right now in the done column, by the way. I'm just saying that really is showing off here. Okay. We are on our last day. Let's see what happens on last day. Right? Remember, 75%. Jerry's pushing. Let's see it.
Heads.
Heads.
Heads it is.
Heads.
I got
So
tails.
I'm taking spinach across to complete.
And I got a tail again. It's block on mushroom.
Right, guys.
I got heads, but I have nothing in progress. So do I just start something?
Yep, you would start something new and would not help us, but we appreciate you trying.
I got tails, so I block celery
Perfect.
because apparently nobody wants that anyways.
Full of water.
So guys, we will keep a snapshot of round one, but I think you guys can see what's going on. The first metric is we got 7 cards done. So I have no clue if that's good or not because I don't know this team. 7 doesn't sound bad, but we've got 7 cards done. Now, I don't know about you guys, but we've got 18 cards in doing. That's a lot of cards.
18? I got 14. This says 14. Oh, 14.
14 blocked. 14 blocked.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And 14.
And 4.
14.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll just make sure that I put the blocking rule. We've got prevent cards from. Oh yeah, so I prevent you guys from moving your block cards, so that's not nice, but will help with the exercise, and it's not affecting the whip. Yep. So lots of stuff that we started, but we didn't finish, right?
I don't know about that.
So yeah.
What's clear to me is I'm asking for a raise. My coin flipping is far superior to the rest of you. That's all I'm saying. I'm almost 50% of the cards. Yeah.
And
Jerry, we're gonna have a
we'll
talk.
put that in your performance appraisal at the end of the year.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Hey, I'm a close second there, and I got two cards done.
Seconds first losers, Stu. I want the raise. This is economic times are rough.
If you're not first, you're last. There's only
That's
so much
right.
budget.
That's right, exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, guys, any other observation from our first round before we start the second round? And I'll tell you, there's a little change on the second round, which is the whole purpose of this simulation. But you can see, we definitely started a lot of work, and we got a lot of block and 7 done. Anything else in terms of team dynamics or things that happened?
Forbes has added a question in the chat about, are we able to filter based off of the cards we own?
Yes. So if you want to here, you can just use the filter and use yourself as the owner. So I'll just filter on Forbes, and these were Forbes cards.
Can I save that and flip it on and off?
Yeah. You can just keep doing this. If you keep the panel pinned right here, you can just keep doing that real quick.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I have a feeling Forbes is looking to do some efficiency in the next round. Be careful with Forbes. He's going to bury Aaron. There's no way he's going to let Aaron win again on round 2. That's not happening. Okay.
You brought a better coin this time, I hope, Forbes.
All right. If you guys are good, let's go to round 2. Now, here's the big one for round 2. So I'm just going to switch board, same board, but one difference. I'm sure you guys are going to notice it, is that we have, as a team of 5, we've set a limit of 3. So be careful, guys. As soon as you get 1, 2, 3, 4, you will not be able to go over the limit. You can override it, but we don't want you to. We want you to respect it, and you're going to move back. Okay.
Sorry, Dimitri, can you explain just how to switch over to round 2 so we know how to?
Yep. So in round 2, all I did is I just picked the second template we have here. So we've got 2 templates for Featureban. We had one for round 1, which is just get it done, just do your best, which we did, and our best was 7. And now in round 2, it's the exact same board with the exact same fruits and vegetables, but we're going to add the concept of whip limits. So all we did is we switched to a similar board, and now we cannot go over 3 in this column or in this column. So we actually have whip limits on 2 of our columns. Okay. Is there any words of wisdom now that whip limits are in play that you think we need to talk about, or we just jump in? And remember, we can pause during the next 10 days and talk in the middle of the 10 days, but just be aware, you cannot be above 3. Okay. All right, let's do it. I've got my page ready for round 2. And we are day 1, guys. Let's see what happens on day 1. Let's start flipping.
I rolled a heads.
Yeah.
Heads.
I rolled a tail. So do I start one? Did we say because it's first round?
First one, yes.
But I can't now. Somebody jumped in there.
I jumped in there with a head. I was
Perfect.
eager. I was very eager after my
All right.
poor performance last week.
All right. Well, coffee time for me.
Did you just steal his card? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
That's okay. So I've got 2 heads, 1 tail so far.
I got heads as well. Means I can start, move, or block. I cannot start. I cannot move. I cannot unblock. However, I can help someone. I'm going to help Nima
Nice.
because I need some dates, and I'm going to make me the owner.
So does it like that means? I mean, is it okay to move a card twice in one day? Because it
What
basically
happened to-
dates just started.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to help out, like Jerry was not doing anything in the morning, but in the afternoon he finally came into work and came to help someone else.
Classic manager. Cool.
Yeah. Great. So Forbes, what'd you get?
I got a heads this time.
Okay,
And
so
so
we're
I
off.
created a new card.
We are
Nice.
off to a great start. Good day 1. 4 heads, so 4 people working and 1, whatever. Okay, that day 2.
I I flipped a tails. I'm gonna block.
Are we starting day 2? I thought we already did. You mean day 3?
No, this is day 2. This is day
Okay,
2.
Well, I've moved.
No worries. So what did you get, Forbes?
I got a head, so I put in the cauliflower ticket.
Beautiful.
Okay, so now I've blocked. But I can't start a new card.
Correct.
I
So
got a tail, and I'm gonna block. What am I gonna block?
You
I'm
block
gonna block
others?
this one here. Block cauliflower.
Can you just go walk away? Go away.
Whose was that? That was yours, Forbes. I blocked you.
I rolled a tails as well, so I blocked my card.
I rolled a heads, so I finished dates.
perfect. Now, be careful, Nima. If you had to block one of your cards, so I don't know that you're supposed to be mean and block
Oh,
someone else's
don't-
card, but I like the spirit. I love the spirit of blocking others.
Okay.
Really putting your back into it.
If I don't have a card, then what do I do?
You just so you could be actually nice and helpful and unblock someone else, right? As a rule of last resort.
Oh, I see. Okay, I will unblock Stu. How's that?
Okay.
Yay.
Perfect. All right. Guys, very nice. Nicely done. Let's see day 3.
I got a heads.
I
Perfect.
flipped a tail, so I blocked myself, cauliflower.
I also got heads. So I'm going to unblock cauliflower.
So you know that's how you do it.
There you go. Well,
I rolled the head, so I unblocked apple.
nice. So I got a tail again, and I don't have anything on the board, and there's nothing blocked. So,
Well, if it's a last resort, Nima, why don't you finish Fig?
oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice animation there. Do I get to assign that to me?
No, you don't. And well, how come he was allowed to move your card? He went last resort on us, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the first time you've seen the animation?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to note this for performance appraisals.
That first sprint was a wash.
I don't know.
So just to make sure for people watching is that Aaron is being very mean to Nima because what just happened is that we got an explosion of confettis, and that only happens to the person moving the card. So good job, Nima. You got your first confettis. But look at that, guys. We're doing good. We're on day 3. Everyone went. Let's go day 4.
Okay, I got a tails, so I'm going to start spinach.
And I flipped ahead, so I'm going to move cauliflower.
I also got tails.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got tails, so I can't block. I don't have any in progress. I'm going to start a new one. Let's see.
And
I'm showing melon is blocked inside ready. Is that something we're doing now?
Nima.
I blocked. Yeah, I got a tail, so I thought I could just move it in.
So you
It's
can't
in
move
ready.
cards that are blocked because I enable that feature. So you might want to unblock it and move it so that Aaron doesn't tattletale on you that you broke all the rules.
Okay.
Silently. I wanted to do melon, but I haven't finished apple yet.
I moved lime into in progress because I want to make margaritas at the end of this.
So Nima, you don't have to block. If you roll tails, you don't have to block it in progress.
So you block,
You don't have to
move
double-
it in and then
you-
block it.
You move it.
Move it
No,
in.
no.
No, you block.
Or is that
block,
a
then move.
new rule?
No new rules. No new rules.
Oh, block and start a new one.
Yeah.
Wait a second, and start a new one. So you have to. So okay, we're the rules during the first round were that you just started a new one without blocking it. Because why would you? It doesn't. It's not logical to start work you'd block.
Right, but we caught that in the first round, right? So Nima, if this time you did in the reverse order, if you couldn't block anything, right, then all you had to do is block and start a new one. And if you couldn't do that, your last resort was helping someone.
So I didn't have anything down to block. So what do you do with the tail?
Well, if you can't do block and start a new one, then you need to do last resort, which is help someone. But in this case, there's nothing you can do to help because there's nothing to help with.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Let me move this back.
You could help by unblocking or moving someone else's card.
Okay, I'll move a card. I'll move spinach
But
across.
you got a tails, Nima, right?
I got a tail, yes.
Yeah. So the rule is block a card you own.
I don't have one.
Okay. And then move the start a new card. So you would have started a new card.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could have started melon. You just didn't have to block it. You could have started
Yeah.
melon because we do have like
Right.
the
We have
concept. The
whip limit
concept of
available,
a
right?
yeah, the concept of tail being negative is that you're bringing stuff into in progress. You're overloading the system. But the second simulation is trying to prove that we should help each other more.
Correct. And if the whip column was blocking you to start, then you would have been able to do
Then you would have
the last resort.
yeah. Then you would have
Okay.
been able to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, this is looking the way it is. Let's see what's going on. Let's do a round 4.
I got a heads.
Right.
I got a heads as well. I'm gonna move cauliflower to finish. And confetti.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
I got tails, so I'm going to block my poor lime.
I got
No
heads, so I moved
margaritas
apple
for
to
you,
finish.
Jerry.
No,
And I got a tail. So sorry guys, another one in progress. Cucumber.
We'll take it. All right, guys,
Okay.
week 1 done.
You gotta
I-
block Nima, you gotta block melon though too, right?
I got
Oh
a
yeah,
block.
you could have blocked Melon because it was one of yours.
You block Melon, and then you start a new card.
Right. Got it.
So guys, week 1 done. We got 1 week to go. I don't know. I mean, the board has less cards. I mean, do you get a sense of why there might be less cards in progress? Well, because the whip limit should be preventing us, right? There's a few times where we were prevented from going into whip. We didn't experience it very much, but there was a few occasions where we had no space to go in. So right now, the board is looking pretty clean. I don't know if we're producing well. We're at 4. We'll see what week 2 gives us. Okay. I am sensing a little bit more conversation between each other, right? So what you're going to start, I hope, experiencing is that with the whip limit, we might have to actually coordinate a little bit more amongst each other. Okay. So let's see what the last week brings us. We've got day 6. We're almost there, guys. That's it.
Okay, I flipped ahead, so I'm gonna do spinach. And I got the celebration.
I'm going to claim, I flipped ahead, so I'm going to claim Clementine for myself. Also, the name of
No, you
Churchill's
can't.
wife.
You can't
Why
force
not? Why not?
because you can't move it into in progress because the whip's full.
You and your rules. Rules,
Unless-
rules.
Unless someone would do something and maybe clear up something for force. You guys can talk to each other.
Well, how about I wait to do my move?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So,
Fortunately, I got ahead, so I unblocked my line.
I got
I
heads,
can't-
but I can't do anything.
Well, you got a last resort there.
You can unblock Nima, Aaron. Or what about moving cucumber or lime?
It feels like helping somebody. And I don't get my bonus if I help people. Well, okay. Nima, what do you want? You like most advantageous here. I can move your cucumber or I can
Yeah,
unblock your melon. What do you want?
move cucumber out of the way. I'd say that's the best thing.
You got it.
I sense a
So
salad
now-
coming.
So I think Aaron is done, and did you see how helpful he was? He did not start helpful, but he did. Forbes, does that mean you're in play now?
yeah, Aaron, you're far too charitable. So I will claim Clementine and move it to doing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Well,
They-
I still have I still got a tail on this round. So I'm already blocked on melon, and I've got cucumber in testing.
So you got to
So
block
do I
cucumber, right?
that?
You'd have to block cucumber.
Block cucumber, done. And then I can't add anything else, so
Right.
we'll just let it be.
That's it.
So I
All right,
have
guys.
I
Yes.
have a question here.
Mhm.
Should we be focusing on bringing new work in, or should we be focusing on completing work?
That's your team's decision. What do you want to do?
If I'm a customer, I would rather see work completed.
But you aren't a customer.
I'll
You're a
I'll
person who
make
leaves
the,
at 5 o'clock.
As your manager, I can tell you we don't get paid for partially finished work.
well.
Do I get
I'll make
paid for
a comment.
finishing Nima's work?
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll get
Yeah,
his
of
pay.
course. We're a team, of course. So
get to
with a
keep his
whip limit of
vegetables.
3, I think for a team our size, I think it's okay to be doing 3 things at any one time. It wouldn't make sense to only use 2. If there's a space in progress, I think it's fine for our amazing team to be able to pull more work in.
My point though is if possible, would it make more sense to try and get the work from testing first, if possible, before like trying to get the work done first before taking on new work.
I think we should even out our work in progress limits. I think we should move more from doing to testing if we can. Because I mean, it's not impossible to get Cucumber done, but right now we're just sitting idle and testing. And we can't, like, we have no capacity to handle an expedite if we needed to. Not without violating our work in progress limits. Feels unbalanced to me. And then all I do is roll heads and unblock Nima's stuff, and he blocks it again.
Yeah.
That Nima.
Just yeah.
Okay.
I'm not blaming
Blame the
blaming
coin.
him. I'm blaming the universe.
I
Yeah,
blame
I'm
the
blaming
coin.
universe.
I blame the coin.
Digital tokens will get you in trouble every time.
Yeah.
So, Stuart, did you really get a straight answer from this team? I mean, I think you did, but
I think
we'll
so.
see.
Like it's the whole point I'm thinking is like, instead of trying to get the work into doing, why don't we focus on trying to get the work to complete?
Oh,
So
Stu,
if we can
so
help
what
each
you're
other
saying-
out.
What you're saying, it sounds like, is stop, starting, start, finishing. Is that it?
Yeah, Jerry. That's
There
an
you
amazing
go.
concept.
So everyone hearing Stu is trying to say, guys, can we focus on the right side of the board to get some wins? And that's what I'm hearing. He wants us to be a little bit more focused on the right side of the board. Now,
And
you do
Jerry,
whatever
Jerry
you
has
want.
to tell us that.
Do it.
So don't forget, life is about to hit us again, and life for us is tail or heads, right? So let's see if the universe is going to give us a good seventh day. You guys are
Oh,
ready?
I
I
flipped
thought
ahead.
life was named Carlos. Oh wait, that's a different game.
I flipped ahead, and I'm going to unblock. I
So you can
unblocked
al-
Cucumber. There we go.
You can only unblock one of your cards. Don't forget, you can only unblock one of your
Oh.
cards unless it's
So-
last resort. If it's last resort,
Yeah,
you're
Stu
allowed-
doesn't.
I don't have a
He
new
doesn't have a
card.
card. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't have a
perfect.
new card.
Then you're perfect. That was good. And he's doing exactly what he told us to do. He's trying to get that Cucumber out of there.
So I rolled a tail, so I'm going to block my card, Clementine.
Okay, I rolled a head. Yay!
Yes.
And I'm gonna move Cucumber to complete.
Awesome.
Perfect. And I rolled ahead, so I'm going to move this lime over finally.
Is that everybody?
I think I'm missing one.
No, I rolled a head.
All right.
So-
Our
I can start a new card then.
You're right, guys.
And then I
This
have
was
some of my own work.
that was a good day. So let's see what we got going on. Second to last day.
Okay.
Oh no,
I
there's
flipped
3 more
ahead.
days.
I flipped ahead. Now, I'm thinking I should help Jerry with lime and move it to done.
You do that, I'll give you a margarita.
And
Done.
but yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Interesting. He is so focused on the right side of the board. Let's see if others can unblock that wall in the doing. So who's
I
next?
I rolled heads, so I'm going to unblock my card. Clementine is my card.
I rolled heads and moved Kiwi.
Perfect.
I rolled heads as well, so I'm going to move Kiwi.
Oh, wow. Well, once again, I'm letting the
Don't you
team
hold on?
down.
Hold on. Don't
With
you
a
have to,
tail.
Jerry? Don't you have to start your own card?
Oh, yeah, there's space. You're correct.
There's space. Yeah, you have to start. Your
Yeah,
own.
there is space.
Not that I
Nope.
don't appreciate the help, but
Nope,
Yeah.
you're correct. So I'm going to
you
move
gotta
some
maintain the
avocado.
pipeline.
Maybe I'll have some toast later.
Nice. So I got a tail. There's melon on the board that's already blocked. so can't do anything there. I can't bring anything else in because it's already with limits of 3. Do
So
I
you've
get
got
to use
last
the
resort,
last
which is a
resort?
good one. You can unblock someone else or move someone else. And this is your big decision. You either listen to Stu or you don't listen to Stu.
That's where you finally get to
Well,
return the favor.
Stu has some wisdom, and I'm gonna go with it and move Kiwi to
How
Done.
dare you say I have wisdom, Nima? Come on.
Lots of wisdom. Lots of wisdom.
Okay, I screwed up. This is really second to last day. This is
Because
it. This
you
is
are
second to last
obvious,
day. So,
having even white hair in your beards too, so you are wise.
Mhm.
okay, we're getting support. Apana is giving us some moral support. This is what we need, Apana. We need our last 2 days to be the best one ever. All right, 2 more
Okay.
days. Let's get day 9.
I flipped the tails.
It's
I'm gonna because I can't add a I've got nothing to block and I can't add anything, so I'm gonna move I'm gonna move Clementine over to testing.
beautiful. See, you are already helpful despite rolling tails.
Well, I rolled a heads, so I'm gonna move Clementine to completion.
Whoa.
I rolled a heads, so I'm gonna unblock Melon.
Hey,
Right, and I rolled a heads, so I'm gonna advance avocado.
I rolled a tail, so I don't have anything to block, so I'm going to start something new.
Hmm.
all right, guys.
Don't
All
forget
right.
to assign yourself, Aaron.
Yeah.
This is it. Day 10, last day. And then we look at our achievement. Let's have a wonderful day.
Okay, I got a heads. I'm gonna stick to my guns here, and I'm gonna help avocado and move avocado.
I rolled a tail.
Can you do that, Stu? Like the heads, you're using your last resort.
Oh, that's right. You need to start a card, Stu.
Yeah.
Dang it!
We're all forcing our throughput by disobeying the rules.
Correct. But we have at least one honest player on our team, which is surprising. It's Aaron who's keeping us honest. That's very interesting.
Okay, so I started.
How is that
I started
surprising?
Well, I rolled a tail, and I can't add a new card. So as a last resort, I'm going to move line to completion.
Nice.
How many more days left here in
All right.
this? One more, or are we done? Today's the last day.
Last
Today's
day.
last day.
Last day.
Yeah, and I rolled a tails. I have no cards in play, so I can't block them. And I can't start a new one. So I'll advance melon.
You might give us a good day, because if you get a good day,
I rolled a tail, so I'm going to
I rolled a
block.
tail.
okay.
I got a block. Sorry, guys.
No worries. This was a horrible last day. It was mostly tail except one. So Aparna was asking us, are we done? We are done. So this is how the board looks at the end. So I'm going to show you in 1x, right? This is how day 2 ended. We got 10 done, right? Round 2 ended. We got 10 done, but as you can see, we only have 3 cards in whip. If we move back to the other one, we got 7 done, but we had a complete chaos in column 1. If I switch back to round 2, any other observation or retrospective about what happened in round 2? What was different and how did you feel in round 2?
So, I mean, one of the things that I can say is, and this was partly coin flips, but I had a better round one individually. The team had a better round two collectively, but I had a better round one individually. So it goes to show that like you can have individuals who excel at the cost of the team because they're kind of doing their own thing. So that speaks to, personally, I think that's that speaks to one of the things that I have to work with clients on, which is incentive programs. Because if you're rewarding the individual, I'm like, heck with Nemus tickets, right? He could roll tails all day. I'll get his bonus, right? But yeah, one of the things we have to work on is team incentives.
That works. That works. We heard from our rock star from round one, right? Not so much round two, but we heard from round one.
So obviously we got more done. And I think the other thing is we're helping each other out more. And so by helping each other out more, we're able to deliver more, right?
But why do you think we helped out each other more? What caused us to be more helpful? Is it just that we were a team for 2 rounds and we just became better friends, or was there?
In some ways, yes. Nobody was talking in round one, or at least not so much. It's only when people started actually speaking up and collaborating, you started to see some level of movement even in round one. Despite it being terrible, it got slightly, marginally a little bit better for the conversation. But this is the first time in round two you saw the impact of collaboration, where even if you roll a tail, you actually go and help somebody out and unblock, and you're starting to see more collaboration.
We also spent more time in round two defending the board policies, like defending the rules.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean the work in progress limits created more defense of the board.
So that's what I want to make sure. The only difference between round one and round two was the work in progress limit. And I don't know if you realize, but a few times you couldn't even move your card into play, which caused you to talk to each other.
Yeah, we wanted to know who is the person on the team who doesn't have anything on the board and can use that last resort rule. Because that last resort rule is the difference. But you don't, like, if you don't know who can use that one, then it's almost wasted. So, if you got ahead and you moved something else forward, then the last resort rule won't be used because someone will roll a tail and then they'll move something in. So you kind of have to talk about it, like who doesn't have anything on the board and can use that last resort rule. Like, we didn't do it explicitly, but I think that's what really helped us.
And you see, I just want, this is actually for me, this is actually a good result. This, for me, feels like a team who's they're just trying to get the work done at any cost, like not even talking to each other. Remember, Aaron was just like, I'm killing everyone. I'm gonna shine. And that's what happens when I think we don't collaborate and we don't have any limits or reasons to talk to each other. We just bulldoze our way through the work. And I'm not saying you guys did not do work, but the results were completely different. And plus, you left me with a whole bunch of garbage at the end here. I mean, I could pick it back up, but I mean, wow, this is a lot of work that got started, but we didn't finish. So, yeah, I mean, the whip limit obviously is the key here in the second round. I won't lie, I'm with Arpana also. Arpana also is that I think we started gelling more as a team, right? We got more comfortable with each other. And this is just a simulation, right, that we did in under an hour, right? So this is not going to solve world hunger, right? But it's meant to create some observation from the members. Is there anything else that you guys want to take out from this exercise?
I just want to say I agree with your observation about the whip limits. One of the key things that I observe here is that it really forces us to stop thinking about getting my work done and helping get the work done. It really does take us from a me to we mentality, where I focus on the board, as Stuart said, what are the things that we can do? How can we get that across the board? If I can't woo my stuff, what else can I do?
Are you, Dimitri, are you able to pull up the metrics specifically around this?
So, do you want to know
go
how many tickets you finished, Stu?
No, I'm just thinking from a coaching perspective. Let's because the online Featureban does have that ability to pull the data. You can see your cumulative flow and so forth.
So the only thing I need to fix, Stu, is that I don't do the cycle time in minutes, which is what we would have needed today. That would have been nice to have cycle time in minutes, but look at your flow efficiency, 42% and 7 done. And this is your CFD right here, right? If I switch back to our other one, our flow efficiency was much higher. By the way, when you get close to the 70, 75, that's almost magic, right? We were at 60. The throughput was higher. Now the CFD looks, maybe a little bit healthier, but it's the flow efficiency that really made a difference, right? And flow efficiency is the difference between your orange and yellows, right? Based on how much time we got stuck in these columns. And I was glad to see that there was a nice little bump on flow efficiency. It's just, it shouldn't surprise you that with the whip limits, we flew our work much more efficiently instead of just stacking it all in one column and hoping that someone would get it out of there. But the one I'm missing, Stu, is cycle time. That would have been fun to get cycle time out of this. So, and by the way, when you run,
is that something you can play with specifically for the template, or?
It's something I think I'm going to add in general. We've got some of our customers that really, they move cards every day, and it's been asked. So we've got some manufacturing customers who are like, Dimitri, we're fast. Like we need to move much faster than daily. So we're working on that. We'll add it. But you see the third round in this exercise, when it's done in the original format, the third one is doing another week, but this time focused on the metrics. That's what the third one usually does here. For the online version, when we worked with Mike and Alan, we agreed to stay at 2 rounds because we felt that the learning was mostly around the whip limits, and we could talk metrics, but the third round technically usually gets a little bit better, and your metrics also benefit. So you could run it as 3, but they've told me that 2 was enough usually for the learning of the whip limits. Right? Which is that counterintuitive thing that we always have to explain to our customers, right? We're going to expect you as a team to work on less, yet you're going to produce more. And that's exactly what happened in the exercise. Now, I won't lie to you. I was scared in round 1. I was very scared because you guys actually scored pretty nice in round 1. I was very scared. I was like, are we going to beat round 1? And we did, but it wasn't as obvious. We just got really lucky in round 1. We did get a lot of better roll. I'm looking at the two charts, and we did pretty well on pure luck on round 1. Right, guys?
That was our superstar, Aaron.
Yes, we gotta say it. Fine. You know, his head is like, it's not gonna fit anymore after this one, right?
Just my bonus doesn't fit in my bank account for round 1. I do think that's one of the. Obviously, I know these things from the coaching practice, but I do think that was one of the things that really stood out for me, because I did get very lucky. Like I literally had tails when I needed to start new work, so the tails didn't matter, and I got heads every time I needed to move work. So I got extremely lucky, and in round 1, and as a result, you start to equate that luck with skill, and when you get that throughput and everyone else is dragging behind, that's like a company where individual incentives would be like, look, I need a huge bonus because I'm carrying the team. And it's like, you need to really be careful of that as a leader, because you're going to generate behaviors that are not necessarily appropriate for collaboration, and will hold the team back no matter what tool you use. Kanban, Scrum, whatever. If you have somebody on the team that literally thinks they're the best on the team, you're going to have an issue. Yeah.
I'm so happy you were part of this team for this session, because we've learned a lot thanks to you, Aaron.
Thanks to my luck, not my skill. But yeah. You're welcome. It was great playing the jerk too.
I know
Nice to
with-
dust that off a little bit.
I know with when I do Okaloa, and thank you, Aparna, for seeding this as well, is the idea of understanding that the flip of the coin or the roll of the dice is not really the factor in plays. It's more it's kind of representing your variability in your day, right? So like some days that you show up, you might have a good day. Some days you might have a bad day. You might have meetings all day, so you're not going to be as productive, right?
So Stu, maybe this is the best way to do it, right? Thank you so much for getting useful change team together and to try out this online version. Is there any final words from you guys? I mean, I hope you had fun, and that's the thing I got from the first time I did it, is that I felt that even though I've been coaching for 20 years, I found myself like a new kid trying to really produce for my team, right? And I got some learning from it, even as a 20-year coach. And I know this was a little bit goofy, right? But I think that's the entire intent of what Mike and Alan put together, is by moving these fruits and vegetables, and you guys did very good at calling out your fruits and vegetables. That's why I think they did it that way, is it was easy to communicate. I think it's a good reminder. It's for me, it was all about feeling more humble at the end of this call when I did it, and being, oh my gosh, this is how it feels to be on a team and getting through these motions. So Stu and team, I can't thank you enough for playing along on this.